Samhita. Om Shanti. Peace to you, peace to me. Hello and welcome to this video. My name is Peter and today I want to talk about how to become the master of your emotions. Oh master, how do you become the master of your emotions? Emotions are very juicy, not like a thought. Thought can be very dry. Emotions are very juicy. They've got a lot of potential attached to them. So if we don't process our emotions, we can become slaves to our minds. So not processing your emotions properly, so holding them in, our minds can really take over. And your mind is an amazing tool and you can use it for so much good, but it's a very, very lousy master. So let's say, for instance, you get the emotion of anger, like I did. I'll use me as an example. I became very angry when I started to work out how this world actually works, and I'm still not to the bottom of that, but I'm not so frantic to try and find out how it works, because actually I'm trying to find how I work, what I am, what am I doing here, what's my purpose. But I became very angry, so I was holding that negative emotion in my liver. So of course, to quash that negative emotion, you drink, because it's liver, alcohol. And I realised that wasn't doing me any good. So I needed to diffuse that anger and turn it into a positive thing. So rather than looking at the problems and going, whoa, this is really bad, I'm angry, what can I do about it? What can I do about it? And there's so many amazing people who've been through this experience, and they say, well, like Gandhi said, be the change you want to see in the world. There's so many masters now, they're saying focus on yourself. Focus on yourself. Not being selfish, but focusing on yourself. There's a big difference. Big difference. Being selfish is me, all for me, blah, blah. But focusing on yourself is different. Once you fill your cup up, you can actually start to fill other people's cup up, so you can help more. So we don't want to be slaves to our minds. Our minds are like monkeys. The monks, the Tibetan monks, called it the monkey mind. Everything goes everywhere. Monkey. It's like that circle with all the arrows going out. Monkey mind, monkey mind. Not good if that becomes your master. Not good. You need to process your emotions, become the master of your mind, not the other way around. So suppressing or ignoring our emotions is not healthy at all. It's not healthy at all. So I feel that, I'm going to push it down there, and it will come out as an ailment in your body somehow. Energy needs to go somewhere. So if you, like for me, for instance, with my anger, if I hadn't dealt with it, I would have started to get or see the symptoms of liver problems. So I dealt with the anger. Same with the heart. You start to ignore your heart. So you really have a love of something and you keep suppressing that emotion, you will start to get problems in the heart area. So don't let your emotions define the rest of your life. I could have been angry all my life. Or I could have been broken-hearted all my life. No, I'm not. I've experienced that emotion. Yeah, I experienced it. I didn't suppress it. It's really important to experience it. But it's not defining the rest of my life. The anger is not defining the rest of my life. They're just transient. They come in and they go. Come in and they go. They used to come in and then stay, like an unwelcome guest. Get out. You're overcome. You're welcome. Get out. Get out. They come in and stay. So it's not passing. They are passing. Your thoughts, your emotions, your feelings, it's all passing. But you can keep those emotions like the good ones. If you so desire, you have the power to do that. You have the power of choice. That is your freedom. Your biggest freedom is the power of your choice. If you love someone, you can choose to carry on loving them. Keep that emotion alive. If it fades, actually look at it again, because it might have just been a chemical reaction in your body to procreate, especially if it's a male-female relationship. Focus on those emotions. Make sure you feel that it's right for you, and then if it's not, let it move on. Let it move on. So create positive emotions out of negative experiences. Eckhart Tolle was talking about that the other day in one of his lectures. He was saying, how can you spiritually grow if you don't actually feel any hurt or something to move you out of your comfort zone? So if you're in your comfort zone, say for instance, if you have everything that you ever desired in the material world, you're lying there and you're so happy and as Larry, and nothing's really disturbing you, and you have the adaptability to keep that going for the rest of your life. You think you're going to grow? No, you won't. It's growth comes from change, and when change happens, usually negative change, look at your life and see if it's a pattern that's been going around. Has it been going around? Has this happened before with just different actors in the scene that comes around? Because once you see that, you go, last time I did this, and that made that scene come around. This time I'll do this, and then move it on slowly, and then therefore that interaction doesn't come around again. There's a bigger loop that comes around in your life where you start to see these interactions and you learn how to move them past you. Sometimes they'll hit you and they stick, and then you've got to work around it physically. But many times, especially now in my experience, you can just shift them on, move those emotions on, move those feelings on, the negativity. But look, what did I learn from that? What happened with that? It happened recently with funding for my charity, where I was really hoping and looking to get that funding to help other instructors get out and help the elderly, and the funding didn't come in, and it really got me for about 1 hour. I think my previous self, it would have been weeks. I'd gone, oh God. So I looked at it, I processed the emotions of disappointment and upset, moved around it and saw different ways forward, and in fact it was better, for the better really, and I learned a lot, and I grew a lot from that experience. So it's looking at these bad experiences and turning it into a positive experience. We can learn from these negative experiences, we can move ourselves forward. So this is really how we're going to master our emotions. We're going to process our emotions properly. We move the negative experiences past us when the time is right to move them past, and it can be quite quick, or it might take you some time to look into it, but make sure you see what you learn from that, and then that won't come around again. So we've got problems with money or friendships or love, all these problems that come around. If you act in the same manner, then it will come around again. So become the master of your emotions, really, really very important. And of course, occasionally you're going to snap. You've got to feel these emotions. Occasionally, you're going to scream, or you're going to fall victim to sadness or whatever. You can master those emotions. I'm not saying don't feel them. Oh, no. But they don't have to define the rest of your life. Hope you've enjoyed this video anyway. Thank you for watching, and if you have, please like and subscribe, and I'm sure I'll see you in the next video. Sarang Hamida.